What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sarasota Discovered. I want to talk about new home and new home construction. Look behind me, you've got this amazing wall. My wife built this. She cut all these pieces, she stained all these things, put them all there, and it's got this great backdrop. But I want to talk today about building and new construction. So we've got our own new construction process going on right here behind me. And this process has started about a year and a half ago. If we want to really count it, it started in 2019, like with the drafting and the deposit to the initial builder to build this place. Now, we're still waiting on framing. We're waiting on a concrete company to come back and pour the patios, the front and back porch. We're waiting on spray and insulation. We're waiting on a lot of things. And this is the thing I want to talk about. If you are looking to buy a new home, doing it with a commercial builder is the way to go. And in our area, like you've got Neil, like Pat Neil Communities, you've got Medallion Homes, you've got Taylor Morrison. These are like the big guys, are big, large commercial builders, and they have lots of access to the materials and the supply chain that you're gonna need to build these homes. They've got lots of access to the subcontractors. They employ them exclusively. So these guys are coming in, buying 1,000-acre tracts of land, putting in a community center, rec center, yoga studio, a bar, a big pool, tennis courts, pickleball courts, etc. People are moving in, buying these lots, and then they're picking from maybe 7 models that they offer for sale. That is a good way to go, and is definitely the fastest way to build a new home. On our end, we wanted to do the custom home thing, and we're finding that we're waiting for materials constantly. We're waiting for subcontractors constantly. I'm not against building a new home, but at this point in time, August of 22, I wouldn't suggest starting a new home project. The other thing, I want to talk about the financing of this. We elected to just pay it cash as we went. We bought the land, we cleared the land. That took a year. Then we went and did a deposit for the guy that built the initial shell, because we're building like a barnuminium thing. We've got a video on this channel about that. And then we just, we've just chucked away at it as we could, kind of weekends and after work hours, which is fine. Like, it's been working fine for us, but it's been a slower process. If we were moving here from out of state and we were, looking to settle in our residence, it would be a very long process for us. So I would suggest looking at these commercial builders. A lot of them have move-in ready homes. Some of them are already starting to see some flip in and out from the original residents that bought maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. We just sold one where they had built new about 2.5, 3 years ago. The couple was of an age where they just need to get back to family. They sold the property. I think we got our buyer 160 under asking initially. It was pretty substantial because they needed to move, like they needed to get out of there right away. So our buyer did really, really well. The home next to them sold for 150 above what they closed at a week before that. So we like that. Those opportunities are good and they're around. You definitely need to talk to Sarah about this, because as we've sold these properties in the last 2-3 years, we know these different individual people. And as these people have decided, oh, well, we may move and things like that, well, we know what homes are available. But if you want to build a new home, building with a commercial builder is absolutely the way to go. If you absolutely are like, I want to build my dream home, this is my last home, I want to build a custom home, the process to do it is find the piece of land that you want to do it at. Find that area. The downside to it is you probably won't have a community around you, like a community pool and rec center, and it won't be like a college town where everyone's moving in and they're all new and they're all coming from somewhere else and they're all willing to meet new neighbors. Where we're at, these neighbors have been here for 30-something years. And so when we started to clear the land, they kind of came by and they were like, oh, everyone had their own, are the new neighbors going to be okay? So there was some of that. So it was harder to blend into that community. It was definitely more difficult to build this property, and it's taken a lot longer. The last thing is, if you are financing it and you're doing it under a construction loan, the interest rates are going to be 7.5% or higher. Typically, the traditional method is to build the home, complete the home, get a certificate of occupancy, and at that point in time, refinance the home at a traditional mortgage rate. Let's call it 3.5% to 4%. Now, those rates are rising with the Federal Reserve. So, it depends on how long that property it takes to build, and if you can lock in a rate better than that construction loan rate. We weren't sure when we started our property if we were going to be able to complete it because we're a custom build. And so we'd elected just to pay it as we went, just a little bit at a time, but the process has taken us much, much longer. So hope you guys have gotten some value of that. Get in touch with my wife, Sarah. Her number is listed below, as well as the email, and those are your best options. Talk to you guys later.